So I was really excited to see Giannis versus Kawhi tonight. I mean, the last time we saw these two face off was the Eastern Conference Finals. You remember, the Bucks were up 2-0, and then Kawhi switched on to defending Giannis, and the whole series flipped. So yeah, I wanted to see the rematch when the Clippers host the Bucks, and I'm really disappointed that Kawhi will instead sit this game out to load manage the knee issue he's apparently still dealing with. But here's the thing about Giannis. While an early November game against Kawhi would have been a good measuring stick, it's hardly the only one. Giannis is still so early in the life cycle of an NBA superstar, he's still got enough room to grow in enough ways that we can learn something new about him every time he takes the court. Just look at the first 7 games the Bucks have already played this season. Here are Giannis's numbers compared to his averages from last season. Scoring's the same, right? But his assists are up. His rebounding is up. And just those numbers existing all together is crazy because let's be honest, a player who averages 14 rebounds a game should not be a good enough distributor to average more than 7 assists a night. In fact, if we really want to go all measuring stick when you talk about the most essential stats, right, just boil it down to points, rebounds, assists. Here, those are his totals for the season. Want to know how many other players in NBA history have totaled at least 190 points, 90 rebounds, and 50 assists in the first 7 games of the season? Just the guy you see in the middle of the screen. Just Giannis alone. That is it. Then, of course, there is the eye test. Here are some of the plays that yesterday won Giannis Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Yeah, I mean, look, we know that Giannis has long had all the dunks, but aren't they looking a little more mean this year? Woo! Yeah. I could fist pump after that one, too. And he's just as deadly as ever in transition. If you told me it only took Giannis 3 steps to get from one end of the court to the other, I would believe you, right? And I like the low angle when he does the Euro step because it gives you a good feel of just what it's like to have Giannis treat you like a traffic cone. Now, as I mentioned, Giannis's assists are up. Well, some of them are very fancy. Look at that one to Brook Lopez for the 3. Yeah, you can celebrate that. Also, this one, boom, little no look there. Very, very good. But we've also learned in these first couple weeks that Giannis does still have some holes. His 3-point attempts per game, well, the attempts are up, but so far this year, he's making even less of them. And he's struggling at times from the free throw line, too. We got 2 air balls in a row against the Celtics, and another tough night at the Stripe against the Timberwolves on Monday. If Kawhi was playing tonight, I feel pretty sure we'd see the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year trying to exploit both of those weaknesses in Giannis, just like he did last May. And boy, I do wish we got to see him try and find out whether this time Giannis could fight back more convincingly. But even without that head-to-head tonight, it's already pretty clear just what Giannis has already gotten better at and what he still needs to work on. And the real question is going to be whether over the next 6 months, will he continue to develop enough that he'll be ready if he and Kawhi meet in June? Because that is really when it's going to count the most. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.